Assessment 3A, Major Project Prototype Presentation, Timeline Overview, and Peer Review Playtesting. B. Research Outcome. 1. Orientation to esports. Research question. I am considering hosting an online sports event for Rocket League as a multiplayer tournament by researching and gathering resources from previous tournaments and events. B. Brief literature review, expert engagement with core themes. The game design lenses created by Jesse Skell I will use include the lenses of experience, competition, goals, rules, and skill. Lens number experience goal is required to use this lens. I must stop thinking about my game and start thinking about the player experience. The player needs to experience competitive multiplayer gameplay. The player will have to have a controller, keyboard, console, an internet connection, a Rocket League game, and a basic understanding of computer and video games to have this experience. If there is a significant difference between the experience I want to create and the experience I create, my game needs to change. I will need to articulate the core experience I want and find as many ways as possible to make it happen. Lens number 25. The goals lens is there to make sure that my game objective is consistent and well balanced. My ultimate game goal is for players to compete in an online game tournament. The goal is clear to the player with the rules displayed in a multiplayer match. I intend for the goals to be basic and consistent, and players will have to get the hang of the match or read the rules beforehand. The different goals are related as they are repetitive rules. Players will not be allowed to decide their own goals as each match will be the same in terms of rules. Lens number 26. To use the rules lens I will look deep into my game until I can see its most basic structure. The basic rule of my game is a 1v1 to 4v4 match where players must score a set number of goals within the time limit. They will be different from business rules in terms of not making a profit or being an official event. I am sticking to a basic soccer event, but there are different modes in a tournament. There is a common misconception that designers make games by sitting down and writing down a set of rules. A game is its rules, give them the time and consideration they deserve. Lens number 27. To use the skills lens, I will stop watching my game and start looking at the skills I require in players. The skills my game requires from players includes the ability to control the vehicle and move through the field with a ball. An outstanding skill is the ability to score the most goals in a match. These skills will create the experience I want. This will make the game unfair, but players improve their skills by practicing. The game will require a certain skill level in terms of understanding this genre of game. I will use this lens as a window into the player's experience. Lens number 36. The lens of competition determines who is the best in a certain field is a basic human need. I will use this goal to make sure my competitive game makes people want to win. My game does not provide a fair measure of player skills since it will have unique experience levels. People want to win my game because it is an online tournament. Winning this game is something everyone can be proud of because they will be rewarded with experience and collectibles. Anyone can join my game from novices to experts as it is intended to be a simple online competition. 2. Independent research and time. Checklist for major project. Live esports competitions will continue to be a fantastic method to draw in new clients or promote my venue in the post-pandemic period. Even though my game competition is likely to be extremely modest, do not undervalue the importance of details. If I go about it right, a little 10-player bracket I hold there may end up being known as the IEM Katowice of my city or county. If I am unsure of how distinct video game competitions are from gambling, my eyebrows may rise. Since esports do not call for the same physical prowess as conventional sports, some people may view them as games of chance. I might need to check with my attorney to ensure that my event complies with all applicable local laws. A crucial component of my personal hosting experience is researching what others do. It is possible to experience events from the viewpoint of a participant or an audience member by attending tournaments. A list of objectives, or aims, that my competitor hopes to accomplish would be the most useful result of my reconnaissance. The greatest game for an esports competition may be chosen in a variety of ways. I may choose the title that is now most in demand by pursuing popular trends. The 3 most popular esports games worldwide in 2020 were League of Legends, Fortnite, and CS:GO. Selecting a game I am unfamiliar with might result in a lot of extra work. I must make sure I am familiar with the fundamental guidelines and tactics of the game I select. To choose a winner, video game competitions have group and bracket phases. The quickest and simplest method for determining which participant is the best is to use single or double elimination brackets. Since each competitor has the chance to compete against every other competitor in the event, round robin or Swiss seeding may take more time. In a round robin tournament, each participant competes against the other competitors, and the winner receives a different number of points for each victory, draw, or defeat. The player with the most points wins. This format is used in the ESL Pro Series and IEM Katowice CS:GO Major Championship. The Swiss system is a round-robin competition without eliminations, where competitors are matched up against one another in a random sequence. Each competitor receives a running score and faces a comparable number of opponents with a comparable score. They do not have to face each other at the same time and are never partnered with the same opponent again. In a single elimination bracket, the winners and losers are divided into pairs. The winners go to the next round, and the losers are eliminated. Games are often played in best-of-3 matches to prevent a victory by chance, although they may also be utilized in round-robin and Swiss system competitions. A 2-round elimination process. Since losers of the first round remain in the competition and are not disqualified, this format generates a great degree of interest. In the conclusion, the top competitor from the bracket of winners will compete against the top loser. Fun fact, in the grand finale, the upper bracket representative is ahead 1-0 after the first game. Around the world, esports competitions take place in a variety of locations, including LAN facilities, football stadiums, and even specialized arenas. Consider the comfort and safety of attendees while selecting a location. Make sure the area is large and safe for everyone to be in while housing a ton of technological equipment. Inform the local fire and police departments that you are about to conduct an event to be extra cautious. The value of powerful PCs can be seen in the ability to provide gamers with an immersive experience with a powerful CPU, superb graphics, and lots of RAM. I must make sure I have at least a 24 monitor with a 3-figure refresh rate and more than 8 GB of video card RAM if I want to play games in 4K resolution. For a live audience to watch sports in real time, large LED displays are required. Each participant may have their webcam installed, allowing viewers to watch how they react while playing. Big LAN events also require a ton of software to function properly. Senet is an excellent illustration of a tool that assists in managing all gaming PCs. The issue may be solved via streaming, which would need additional software on the host's end. OBS optimizes the picture for streaming services like Twitch by compressing it. Here is a list of responsibilities that must be managed by committed workers during the gaming competition because it is difficult to manage the entire event on my own. At the entryway, someone should be registering participants and selling tickets to spectators. Locating competitors across the gaming zone must be the responsibility of certain individuals. Do not forget about the technical workers either, since they will be essential in the event of a blackout or loss of broadband speed. The best esports event promotion strategies make advantage of all the available channels, including internet recommendations and word-of-mouth advertising. I will not count on a Facebook announcement about the next competition to get much response. Instead, I will interact and contact with potential viewers. By doing this, I might create an engaging experience before the event even starts and come closer to living up to the expectations of potential guests. What does it cost to put on an esports competition? Included in this list are the following: employee salaries, marketing funds, game accounts, software costs, prizes, food and beverages, cleaning services, utility bills, etc. Major esports competitions are financed in several ways, including sponsorships, media rights acquisitions from sponsors, advertising, ticket and merchandise sales, and more. Finding a partner or a sponsor is a standard technique for a local event presenter. For me to acquire extra resources, I might work together with a neighboring electronics store or another internet club owner. Schools or institutions that have a significant gaming community may be interested in hosting young esports tournaments. Even the local government could think about holding gaming competitions to amuse the populace. Week 7, TwitchCon. Streaming video platform Twitch hosts an annual event called TwitchCon. The conference offers a chance for content producers and broadcasters to develop their brands and enhance the quality of their streams. TwitchCon is held twice a year, once for 3 days in North America and once for 2 days in Europe. While the European conferences alternate between nations, all the North American conventions have been hosted in California. On the 25th and 26th of September, 2015, the Moscone Center in San Francisco hosted the first TwitchCon. The convention became a yearly 3-day event in 2016 and was relocated to the San Diego Convention Center. David Hasselhoff, an American actor, musician, producer, and businessperson, spoke at the event as a motivational speaker. The 2019 TwitchCon took place while the new Twitch, TwitchCon, and brand designs were unveiled. Due to the COVID-19 epidemic, TwitchCon 2020 and TwitchCon Amsterdam have been postponed. Twitch conducted GlitchCon, a 12-hour virtual convention, in place of TwitchCon 2020. A talent show, Fortnite competitions, and a $1 million contribution to the Able Gamers organization were all part of GlitchCon. In October 2022, the San Diego Convention Center will play host to TwitchCon San Diego. The RAI Amsterdam Convention Center was designated as the venue for the Amsterdam event in July 2022. New Zealand Esports, Alexicon 1NZ Esports offered their services by sending them a message. I messaged Arcadian number 5894 about creating and advertising a tournament online on Rocket League, but Ahamango offered assistance. BigBin51 was willing to participate in a tournament. Zach gave tournament details on https://www.yourcorps.co.nz/ with a local marketing company to be a sponsor for it, and even they struggled with it. The only thing that might work was this TT post, https://www.tiktok.com/@youhaveemployment success/video/714044641471368266625 IS_copy_equals 1 &IS_from_web_equals v1. They said if I wanted to target children directly, I will probably need an elaborate TT campaign with local popular accounts with the children in that age bracket. Private messaging, Alexicon1C67. I asked Alexicon1C67 if there were any possible methods of advertising an esports tournament online for a game such as Rocket League. Alexicon1C67 said that advertising on social media is recommended for a Rocket League tournament. They also mentioned creating a community on Twitter, Facebook, or Discord. The OEA, Oceanic Esports Association. I messaged Gwa1CK Draw and OEA about creating and advertising a mock tournament on Rocket League. Gwa1CK Draw said to make a support ticket from OEA assistance, but the bot would not reply. RMIT Esports and Games. I asked Deep about creating a tournament on Rocket League, and Deep, Tom President, said to chat in DMs to, but he would not reply to private messages. Australian Esports League. I asked Dio Nitro and my boot Scootin' Baby how to set up tournaments, but Dank Destroyer questioned me about plugging into a server here. Week 9, Rocket League. Custom tournaments are part of the system that allows players to create public and private league groups with a variety of settings. I can use the same wide selection of settings available when creating private matches. To participate in a tournament system, click play, then select tournaments, and then go to the customize tab and select search. I can browse tournaments by team size with the option to set a custom filter to narrow down your search. To create a tournament, select create tournament. Here I can create a tournament by setting up my custom settings. Once a tournament is created, other players will be able to join it through the in-game browser. Spectator mode allows tournament organizers to view ongoing matches in brackets created by them. To join a tournament with a friend, choose join private. Here I will be able to join a private tournament by entering my name and password, preset by the tournament owner. The name password option also allows me to play with friends on another platform. To place a request for my tournament opt-in by, this option allows me to decide if my tournament is private or public. I can also set my own tournament requirements by setting the following parameters: platform, minimum, and maximum ratings, allowing me to compete against players of the same skill level. To select specific arenas to play in during tournaments, choose arena wheel. Depending on my preferences, me and my friends can choose which arena to play in during the tournament. Week 9, custom tournament. I tried to create a custom Rocket League tournament online at 5:30 p.m. on Monday the 2022. Set in the Oceania region, it was intended to be a best of 3, cross-platform, public 4v4 game with 8 brackets named Kill My Doge. I advertised a message on Instagram, Twitter, the RMIT Games class of 2022, and the GDS6, Game Dev students, Discord page, especially as announcements and links. However, no one joined the game, so I had to set up another tournament on the same day as a best of one. 2v2 soccer game with the region set automatic. The title of the tournament was changed to get $$ in order to entice players to join my game. This would narrow down the scope of the game, but only 2 teams out of 8 were available with 4 players in the game in total. I could only spectate as there could only be an even number of players and there was only one match due to limited players. The blue team won the game with 4 points while the orange team forfeited with 0 points with the statistics recorded. 3. Timeline questions. I decided to switch to Rocket. It was difficult to access tournaments from the console version of the game. Was this a good idea? Is setting up moderators necessary if it is a simple online tournament? I still have to live stream the event before I submit assignment 3B. Would shoutcasting be a promising idea? Bibliography.